to change. They want me to change, but I ain't changing. Nah, I remain the same.
And you are now tuned into another episode of Intellectually Petty Radio, brought to you by M3S3 Clothing. Men make moves and suckers stand still. And as always, on the mighty, mighty, mighty Nerd DJs Radio Network. Yo, this is just really fucking with me, man. I don't know what it is, man. My beard's just looking scruffy today. But y'all already know, man. Come on, man. We only rock with legends around here. And today is absolutely no exception. This man has been the music director for Ashanti, Genuine, the Millennium Tour. He's worked with Aaliyah, Charlie Wilson, Destiny's Child, 112, Kelly Price, Faith, Escape, Teddy Pendergrass, Destiny's Child, Monica, and so many more that I just don't have the time to name. We're going to welcome the king himself, Marcus Devine, to the stage. What's going on, bro?
What's up, bro? How you feeling, man?
I'm all right, man. How you doing? How's your family?
Incredible, man. Incredible.
Yo, that's a hell of a resume right there, bro. Who did I miss?
Oh man, Lloyd. Did you get Lloyd?
I did
Bobby
not get
V.
Lloyd. I did not get Bobby V.
Pretty Ricky.
Pretty Ricky?
Carrie Hilson.
Oh my God, she's so fine.
Yeah, Carrie. Man, it's been crazy, bro. I mean, gospel people, everybody. Dietrich Hatton, Yolanda Adams, Men of Standard. It's been crazy. Great life. I love my life.
Who's the dopest in studio for you?
It's a long list. Yeah, it's a long list. Kelly would be one of my favorite. Kelly Price in the studio.
Yo, she can sing.
Oh, she crazy.
So with somebody like Kelly Price, is it really? Are you really doing like much? Hit this range or do this run, or do you just like kind of just lay in the cut and let her do her thing?
Nah, I'm very much hands on, and the cool part is everybody trusts me. You know what I mean? So, nah, if I feel it, I say it.
Really?
Yeah.
First major artist you work with.
Ooh wee. That's wow. That's crazy. It's been so long. They all run in together sometime. The first major, it was on the gospel side, I would say then. If I would say major, that would probably be Dietrich Hatton if I got to put one of the first major people I work with.
Okay, I'm not familiar. I'm not too familiar with gospel. I'm familiar
Okay.
with like the household gospel names.
I got you.
And being from Detroit, everybody went to school. One of the wine is it's a thousand of them.
Right, that's true.
you know,
That's funny.
what part of Detroit you from, bro?
I'm from the east side, born on the east side, 6
I'm
mile,
so,
6 mile in Van Dyke area.
I'm sorry to hear that, bro. It's okay.
No, don't be sorry. The real ones come from the east side.
Yo, so what is that? Like Persian area or is it Osborne?
Nah, I'm over there by Kettering. If I were, yeah, like yeah, because Kettering was on Van Dyke, So if I was in
Yeah.
high school in the area, would have been Kettering.
Oh, my cousins went to KE.
Yeah, but I went to Burroughs Middle School though, so all the schools closed over there though.
Nigga, Kettering was wild. And I'm from the West Side, and my cousin stayed right there on Maxwell. Well, my
Okay.
grandfather had a house on Maxwell, and what's the next street over? Starting with an S. I can't remember the name of it, but it's right there near Van Dyke and Gratiot area.
Okay.
Yo, nigga, we used to go. I used to go up to Kettering, nigga. Shit was a prison with no bars.
Nah, listen, I grew up over there. I never went to Kettering. I went to Denby, and we had a
Okay.
basketball game, and they was threatening to take our shoes when we got out in the parking lot. It was crazy. Kettering was crazy.
Why
What?
music, bruh? What was it about music?
Um, Girls, um, basically, because I thought I was gonna be a basketball player. So, in the ninth grade, I did a talent show, and the girls went crazy, and I'm like, oh, for real? So I still play basketball ninth, 10th, and half part of the 11th grade year, and then I quit in 11th grade. We supposed to went to uh, what's that? Christmas break. We supposed to went to did a winter tournament up north, and I was like, nah, I'm cool. I'm gonna go on and do music. My coach got mad at me, but I didn't care. Best decision I ever made.
So did you have like like equipment at the crib, or you was
Nah,
going somewhere else?
I mean I had bass, I mean guitars and stuff, but as far as production, nah, it wasn't none of that. It was just I wanted to write songs and sing. You know what I mean? So I didn't have that. So I was still going to studios. If I wanted to do something, I was paying to go to the studios, and then I got into the production side.
What was the first joint you produced for yourself?
I don't remember. It was probably a rap record, bro.
Oh, you was rapping at first.
Yeah, I started rapping. Me and my friend, we started rapping because he signed me up. I was sick one time in high school, and the talent show was coming up, and he signed me up for the talent show. And when I got back to school, he's like, "Yo, hey, bro, I signed us up for the talent show. Mind you, we ain't friends at this time. He just know I can rap, so he signed me up. I'm like, what? He said, just say for the first verse, you say one of your raps, and for the second verse, I'll say one of mine, or something like that. But we actually came in second place.
What was your rap name?
Casanova. It was always about chicks. My thing was always
Okay,
been
that's not a
women.
bad rap name though. Like most people rap names, especially back in the day, be ass.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
No.
Casanova, man, I fucks with that. You
Yeah,
know, like
his name was Romeo Rob, and my name was Casanova.
yeah, Romeo Rob's tragic, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Romeo.
Casanova was though. Why you stop using that?
Cause just I wasn't rapping no more, and my name is dope by itself, Mark the Devine. So I was like, shit, I'm gonna use my own name.
So at what point did you say, you know what, I'm gonna stop rapping, or did you?
Yeah, I was in the studio working. By this time now I'm doing beats, everything. I got turntables, the whole nine. I'm serious, and I was in the studio working on the beat one day, and when I turned the equipment off, I said, you know what? I don't want to do this no more. And I left all my stuff at this studio. I never got it back. I never went back, picked up my turntables, none of my beat stuff, none of that. I just was like, I don't want to do this no more. And I'm about to sing. And I just stopped rapping.
Yo, that's crazy.
Hmm
What did mom say about the music?
Well, she the reason I do it. My mom taught me how to play bass. You know what I mean? So she was the first person to show me the first thing I ever learned on bass. So my mom, every year for Christmas, got me some kind of music instrument. So she taught me songwriting structure, the whole nine. So she a lot. She has a lot to do with who I am today, as far as on the music side.
How old were you when you first got your heart broke?
Ooh, wee, yeah, you got some questions today. Nah, bro. Let's check this out. I had to be about the first time that it felt like what the hell. I had to be about 14, 15 years old. It was this girl. She was so fine too, bro. But she was loose though. In the old people terms. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I know exactly what you
You know what I
mean.
mean? I'm like, how you be that pretty and just talking to everybody? You know what I mean? I got my heart broke a lot. I think that's why I write the way I do though. I'm grateful for all those heartbreaks though. Cause I was the too nice guy. Yeah, this conversation about to go a whole nother way. I could tell. Listen. I was too nice of a guy. Like I, I had this girl, man. She loved Hershey with almonds, right? I never, when I say I never went to her house without a Hershey with almonds. I'm talking about ever, bro. Like if I knew I was going and somebody was dropping me off, I'd be like, hey, we got to stop at the store. I stopped at the store, but I thought that's what women like, and man, I learned so quick that shit is so far from the truth. Most women
Is
don't
it
want,
though?
man. Most women don't want to be treated nice. They want to. They want to. They want to. I'm about to let me keep my composure. They want. They want somebody that they could talk to their friends about. They don't want a nigga to treat them nice. They want somebody they could be like, girl, I keep trying, girl, and I keep saying, because if you're too nice, now they ain't got nothing to say. I'm telling you. And the girl, now mind you, I'm thinking, oh, you don't ask no girl for sex, you know, you got to be a gentleman when the time is right. I was that dude growing up, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But she went and got pregnant on me. I'm like, damn, she out here, and I should have just went on and pushed up on it and got it right.
Oh.
So, and but I was still I was too nice. She was walking down 7 Mile one time. It scorching. I'm talking, it's got to be 97, 98 degrees outside. She pregnant with another joker baby. Me and my cousin pull up in the van. I said, pull over. He pulled over. I said, honk the horn. She looked at me. I just looked at her and just slung the door, side door open to let her know. I literally couldn't, my mouth, I couldn't say nothing to her because I was so hurt, right? I never said hello. I never said anything. I slung the door open. She got up in the van. I closed the door. We got to her house. And when she got to the house, I slung the door open. She said, thank you. I slung the door and pulled off. I literally never said one word to her.
Yo, I was there was somebody that posted something. I know this is we went way left on this
Hey, I'm
shit,
good with it. Let's go.
but they posted something in one of these relationship groups, and they were saying that they were talking about men being honest with the women they don't like and lying to the women that they love. Is that fair?
Um, I, I don't want to, I hate to use the words lying. It's more so like protecting. And when I say protecting, I think everybody does some level of protecting. Now, I'm the dude who would talk about anything. Like me and my wife, we could talk about anything, right? But I think there's still a certain level of protection. If I ask a question, she may give me the answer, but I don't know if it's gonna be the answer that it be like sending nigga in the bathroom crying. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah,
damn, for
yeah,
real? And I'm never gonna say nothing to hurt her because at the end of the day, I love the transparency, but I think the relationship is more important than anything. That, tomorrow, yeah, I may tell you something about a girl in my past or whatever, but I don't want to tell you in a way that you like, damn, like, you know what I mean? Maybe this nigga still love her, or you know what I'm saying? So
yeah. I've made that mistake recently,
yeah,
but that's another story.
because you know what? Everybody says, tell me the truth, tell me the truth,
Until you tell them the truth.
until you tell them the truth, because you really think you can handle it. And I've been guilty of that, because we could talk about anything, but I didn't pick my face up before, you know.
Yo, that's the ugliest feeling for a nigga too.
Yeah, because this is the thing. We're conquerors in most situations. We want to conquer. We want to be the best. We're competitive. And when you found out somebody made more free throws than you know what I mean when I say that. When you found out somebody, and they enjoyed them making the free throws,
Oh my god.
you know what I'm trying to say? So
Right.
that makes you pick your face up. But then you have to get to a point and be grown and be like, yo, I can't get mad at somebody else been practicing, or they free throw game is good. You just got to make sure you get your game up to par. Because the same person that may say, no, he was better to another joker, another chick,
Yeah.
you're the greatest thing in the world. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Man,
Yeah.
and that's the realest thing in the world. Like we want to be, and I've said this. I want to be the best to mine. I want to be the best you ever had. But that don't necessarily mean that that's what's going to happen.
You can be the best they ever had in certain areas, but not all.
No, but as your as the man, you want to be the best in everything, and that
Yeah.
ain't. And that it's just when you find out the areas you ain't the best.
And it's usually when y'all arguing. You ain't shit when y'all.
Oh, you ain't never, yeah. But but what's funny though, it don't even have to be arguing. It could be just on y'all just vibing out, having that conversation. She ain't trying to hurt you. She just being honest with you. Or you ain't trying to hurt her. You being honest with her. And when she realized like, oh Lord, like you realize, damn, okay. It's like I always tell people the hardest person to battle is a dead person. So if your girl ever was with a dude and he died and this thing and he was dope, you're never gonna win.
You're never gonna win.
Because at the end of the day, you don't have nothing. Now you can't even challenge this dude.
No, at that point you got to make up a dead chick.
Yeah.
You just got to create one,
Hey,
bro.
you got to be like, yeah, man, I understand how you feel. Cause you lying, but you like, yeah, because the girl I was with, she had a heart attack too.
Right.
But when I tell you, but when I tell you, she was incredible. Like, you know what I mean? You lying, but you gotta. Hey man, you gotta make up somebody too. So, cause you can, so it's the same thing with an ex. You
Yeah.
you can't go back in the past and let me show you that I can be better. Nah, if he didn't stamp that thing in her mind,
Yeah.
she may love you with every part of her being. But that's somebody that was there. But the thing about life, it goes both ways.
Man, listen. Yo, let me ask you this: what's the difference between a music director and like the functionality of a music director and a producer?
Um, well, I kind of do them the same kind of way. Even the shows I put together, I approach it with a producer's mindset. So, but as far as the music director, everything that happens on stage, it starts with me. You know what I mean? When I push that button, that gets everybody to moving. If I don't push that button, the show don't start. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta correspond with the lighting guys, the video guys, everything. You know what I mean? So it's a lot to go with the music director.
Who would you pay top dollar to go see perform?
Okay, I got to think for real because I've never paid for a concert. So
Never.
I know somebody on every tour, bro.
Oh my god, nigga, I've paid some money.
See, nah. Now I've paid for tickets for other people to go, like, but it'd be a tour I'm on. We may be sold out, and they just like ain't no comps. But as far as me saying, yo, let's go see such and such, nah, I've never paid. Um, who would I pay top dollar to see? Um, I just saw Missy Elliott. I would actually pay to see her. That concert was one of the dopest concerts I've been to in a long time.
Yo, you know who was dope? That MC Hammer.
I performed with him before.
Really?
Yeah, I was with Charlie Wilson at the time, and we all did a show.
Yo, that nigga, and I tell people this all the time. I was an MC Hammer hater.
Really?
Yes, I thought that nigga was ruining hip
Nah,
hop. That nigga
nah.
was selling out. That nigga wasn't shit. He couldn't rap till I saw that nigga perform.
His performance, his show, it's literally a performance,
Crazy.
bro. It's a production.
Yo, I went home like sweating. Like it's a hip hop circus to I
Yeah,
don't know
that's
how it
exactly
is
what it is.
now, but in its heyday, oh my, it's like 50 niggas on the stage,
Oh yeah.
everybody doing a little something different, but it's all choreographed. It was just phenomenal.
And
It's
they can say what they want to say, but like you said, he's burnt into the history of this thing. I don't care what they say.
hip hop owes him a debt. He does not get the credit for transitioning hip hop into making money. And you could say it was Run DMC, but them niggas ain't had no cartoon.
Yeah,
You know,
they made some money, but I know what you mean.
yeah. Oh, Hammer showed the way to really make that pop money.
Right.
Is there a certain structure that you use, a formula per se, for writing songs?
Well, different ones. They have some different ones, but most of the time, I always think of a song as a murder scene. Like
Okay.
you walk in, you know there's a murder, which would be the concept of the song. So as we're going to talk about, he cheated. Cheated is that's the murder. You walk in, you see the murder. Now, how did it happen? So I become the detective, and I got to go through and figure out how did this happen. You know what I mean? Which would be my verses. You know what I mean? So that's how I do it.
That is the creepiest description I think I've ever heard, bro. A murder scene, nigga. Like,
Or a crime
oh,
scene. It don't have to be a murder scene, but I'm just saying a crime scene. You still got to figure out how you got there. How do we get to this point right here?
so you like unpacking it instead of packing it up.
Right. You got to figure out. Okay, was the doors open? All right. Somebody left the door open, or was it a forced entry? You know what I mean? So all of that. You know, how do we get to this point whether we talking about love, whether we talking about I hate your ass, however, what we talking about? How do we get here,
What was Aaliyah like?
sweetheart?
Did you get
I was about to say as far as what I knew. You know what I
okay?
mean? How our interaction, she was a sweetheart.
So was this before R. Kelly, Aaliyah,
After,
or
after,
after? So she was a
hmm
big. She was so this was Timberland Aaliyah.
no, this is right after R. Kelly. This is before Timbaland. She hadn't even met Timbaland and Missy yet.
That might have been. I think that may have been one of the most phenomenal pairings in music.
Who?
Timberland and Missy and Aaliyah. I think
Oh no,
she.
incredible.
Oh my God.
And what I like, and a lot of people don't talk about this, what Tim and Missy did for Aaliyah was actually break her away from the Rob stigma. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because nobody really talked about it once she started working with them, going off into the movies and doing other stuff like that. It wasn't until after she was dead and all this other shit started coming up that even people even started going back to talking about that.
Yeah.
That whole vibe of music broke her out of that R. Kelly whole vibe. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. I don't know who her team was at the time,
hmm
but that was one of the most phenomenal restorations of a career.
yeah, but that's what she wanted though. She wanted to work with them.
She did the right thing.
hmm
Who do you in chemistry is everything. As far as engineers, who do you have the best chemistry with in the studio?
Me, I'm my engineer. I do everything.
You do everything by yourself, bro.
Listen, everything. Nobody touches my records. I literally mix, master, write, produce everything
Why?
because I like me. I, I I work at my pace. I ain't never waiting on me. You know what I mean?
I feel you on that.
I
And it's
know my.
cheaper too.
It ain't even about the money. I know my gear. I study like I just started. Right now, today, I study like I just started. Today alone, I mean, literally today, I was at the studio working, and on my iPad, on my console, was a podcast teaching about something. Like, I study constantly. So, in my world, I'm the best at what I do. And I create my sound. And nothing against other engineers, just because, they everybody got their place. But I just, I don't know. I spend a lot of time with me. You know what I mean? So uh, I'm always studying. I know I get to try out what I'm learning
Who have you learned the most from
as far as
as far as production? Matter of fact, I take it back. As far as the sonic process of music.
that's good. It's a long list. My Who I patterned myself after when I got started production would be Teddy Riley. It was something about his sonics, and I told him this. I said, I may not have liked every song you've ever done, but they so sonically tight. I love everything that you've ever done. You know what I mean? Tim is one of my favorite producers too. Just it's his daringness for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tim would almost make a drum distort. You know what I mean? And you'd be like, damn, is that distorted? But the way it sounded that mix, you'd be like, you don't even care. It'd be just knocking. So those
Yeah. I
would be
think
my two top right there.
imagination wise, I don't think there's anybody that takes you there like Timberland.
Yeah.
But from a sonic standpoint, for me, Dr. Dre, like
Yeah.
his shit, like especially his era, like if you listen to a lot of the music, his contemporaries during that time when he was really doing, the Death Row days,
hmm
it's just different.
Yeah. And and this is gonna sound crazy. I love Dr. Dre, but he's just not nobody that I studied. Yeah.
Dr. Dre or DJ Quick.
Oh, if I had my pick, DJ Quick.
I hear that a lot. People don't get that man his
Listen,
credit.
what? Hey, listen. There's a whole lot of producers in this business can't touch Quick production wise.
What is it about Quick?
Quick is talented. Music, like it's hard to say, and I can't believe I'm even having this conversation. Um,
Is that a
Quick,
good thing or a bad thing?
nah, because you know how people will see stuff and be like, "Man, did you hear what Marcus said?" Like, I'm just gonna say Quick. I can't even go into the whole thing, bro.
I got you.
Yeah,
Teddy Pendergrass. What's Teddy Pendergrass like?
he's hilarious. He was hilarious. Our first initial meeting, we got into it. So, because he didn't know me, and I was producing this record. I sent it to him, and I did the production, sent it to him, and he cut it over there because he couldn't travel. He was,
Yeah.
in the wheelchair. And when he sent it back, he's like, he said, "Oh no, I know what it was. I told him I wanted to do something. He got mad. I don't know who he is, who he think he is, telling me what to do, and something. I'm gonna have my guy do it. He just was a real asshole. And but what's funny though, by the time I got through doing what I needed to do to the record and sent it back, he became my best friend. Yes, he apologized, everything.
Well, that's some real shit right there.
Yeah.
See, I can respect that. Destiny's Child.
hmm
What was that like?
Well, I met him on a whole bunch of occasions, but even the song that I produced for him, I wasn't in the studio with him. Um, I was with this production company that will remain nameless, but they sent like 20 songs on a CD, and Beyonce picked two of mine, none of theirs. They only put two of mine on there. She picked both of mine and none of theirs. And she wrote the two of my songs, but one of them only made the record. So just the whole thing, I got a Beyonce record, you know what I mean, under my name. So,
That's crazy.
but every time I've been in their presence, they've been incredible.
Do you fan out at this point?
Nah, I ain't never. No, I ain't. I'm the star. Like that's how I live my life. Like so, nobody gonna ever make. No, well, let me take that back. It's only one person that I almost fanned out about, and it wouldn't even be who you think. It was Paul Reiser from. I mean Paul Schaefer from the David Letterman show. The
The
music,
dude that
the bald head, the music
the
director.
music director.
Yes.
Why him?
Bro, what? Name a song he can't play. Like he literally anybody come on that show, or they could be just talking about something, and he automatically know whatever they talking about. I've never seen nobody with a vocabulary like that. So we was at an award show for BMI, and he was standing behind me, and my girl, which is my wife now, was like, "Hey, turn around. It's Paul Schaefer," because she already know. I'm like, I don't even want to turn around. I was like, nah, I'm cool. But nah, that Paul Schaefer was the only person ever made me fan out. Now I'm a fan of a lot of people,
Right.
but I'm never gonna lose my composure. Like, oh my God, I'm in here because Charlie Wilson is at the top of the list for me. You know what I mean? As far as people that I love in the industry, but we became so close that we talk all the time.
Most important, most valuable lesson Charlie's taught you.
That's a good one. I don't know. I never even thought about it like that.
While you ponder on that, most valuable lesson you've taught somebody else.
Be a man at all times, and that's to say in this business, never let who you are be determined by what you need. You know what I mean? Don't ever let something you think you need or your desperation make you uh, devalue yourself to get what you need.
It sounds like a Diddy party. Oh, I'm sorry. Allegedly.
This is way before them parties. I've always felt like that. You know what I mean? And I think that's why I've had longevity. Because even if somebody wants you to go somewhere or do something, my answer may be no. At the end of the day, it's gonna come back. Okay, I gotta respect that. You know. So I've never been approached for no party. You know, thank God. But
Business wise,
hmm
like who do you look up to as far as teaching you the business aspect of the music business?
it's a lot of different people, bro. Like, and I get to talk to. Charlie has taught me a couple things. One of them is don't trust nobody. You know what I mean? I don't care how cool you think you are. You um, checks and balances. You know what I mean? So I was on tour just for an example, and we were just sitting backstage, and I was expecting this money that never had showed up, and he said your managers took your money, and I'm like what? And sure enough, they did. You know what I mean? When I did the paper trail and did all the work, that's exactly what happened. And that was one of the things. Be like, yeah, don't just because you ha ha and he in with somebody, make sure you cross your T's and dot your I's.
Yo, that's crazy. And so was that legal or they just stole your shit?
No, they took it. They. I don't want to get on here and really talk about it, but you're the first person I've even mentioned that to. Yeah, no, they redirected it where it went to them
Yo, that is
because they had the relationship with the people that I did the work for.
now. I mean, I don't know how far you want to get into this one,
Hmm.
but like Live Nation has pretty much got a monopoly on touring,
Hmm.
and it seems for the top half of the music industry, it's a good thing, and for people that's just getting into it, it's not such a good thing.
Hmm.
Where do you stand on that?
To me, the name of the game is make your own way.
Okay.
So I don't trip. Live Nation don't own every venue. It's always out. I live life like this. If you put up a brick wall, I'm not the dude that's gonna have to be like, "Oh my God, this wall is too tall." You're gonna see me banging on the wall till I find that weakness in the structure, so I can break through. You know what I mean? So, yeah, they got a kind of a monopoly on the game, but they don't own all the venues. If you don't want to go to Little Caesars, do it at the U of D gym or like you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I
It's,
got you.
and I'm just making an example, but there's other venues that you can always go to make it happen.
Perfect album.
There is none.
Not a one.
Now ain't no perfect album.
Perfect instrument.
Nylon guitar, if I had to name one,
A nylon guitar. What's the difference?
it's a classical guitar, like a acoustic.
Okay, so I give you an unlimited budget,
Hmm.
but it's just to create the band.
Hmm.
Who you got on percussion, guitar, and bass?
Percussion, so drums, guitar, and bass, right? Drum, dead or alive.
Dead or alive?
Drums will be my guy Aaron Spears. He just died. He played for Usher. He was
Okay.
Usher's drummer. Guitar will be my little bro. He lives in Dallas or Houston or Dallas. Name is J Jack. This dude is incredible. And bass, man, that's a hard one. See, I'm a bass player, but I don't even want to pick myself. You know what? I'll pick my bro, Maurice Fitzgerald from Chicago.
Yo, that's a like what separates a good bass player from an average one?
Somebody that plays bass, and when I say that is, you get a lot of bass players that know a lot of tricks, and know every 4 bars they soloing, like they're not holding down the bottom.
Okay.
That's got a lot to do for me. That's what I need.
So the consistency of the bass.
The consistency. Not saying you can't do a lick here and there, but make sure you ain't trying to play the piano parts and everything. Be the bass player.
Yeah, the bass player should not be the star.
Yeah, well, he could be the star, but in his area, let that low end make them. Women love low end. That's why bass is one of my favorite instruments. Women love that low end. So ride that low end.
Yo, there's a
Vi-
comedian.
Vibrate them chakras.
There's a comedian, and I want to say I think it's the Tila song,
Hmm.
and this nigga's got a whole a whole routine almost just off of the first couple of don't.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that was
Oh my
funny.
god, that's
Yeah, that was funny.
what is it about Detroit, man, that you love?
I had to get my love back for Detroit. I had my studio burned down in '06. Somebody broke in, took what they wanted, burned it down. So for a long time, I hated Detroit. You know, but I realized that could happen anywhere.
Yeah,
So I love Detroit because it makes some strong people. And when I say that, if you can make it in Detroit, I feel like you can make it anywhere. People say if you can make it in New York, but I'd be like, if you can make it in Detroit, you can make it anywhere because there is no industry here. So if
yeah,
you making it and you doing it,
you crazy.
you're doing it on a whole nother level because we
Yes,
don't have the industry like New York where I could take the train downtown and stand outside of the 550 building Sony and hand my CD to somebody or hand my. We don't have that
no,
situation here.
not at all.
So if you making it here and you got people flying in here to do work with you and flying you out to do work, you could make it anywhere.
I interviewed Bodie James a couple
Okay,
years
yeah, yeah,
ago,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and his biggest critique of the city was that he felt undervalued at home,
Hmm.
but was getting so much love, especially on the East Coast.
I understand.
As a producer, especially with the resume that you got,
Hmm.
do you ever feel undervalued at the crib?
Yeah, if I get in my head, I could. But what I understand is, I live in this, like I just said from my other answer, I live in an industry with, I mean, I live in a city with no industry. So nobody's going to value me when they're trying to make it themselves. Everybody is so busy trying to make it. Ain't nobody looking at you and seeing your glory or trying to celebrate you. You know what I mean? So you just got to be content with the moves you make. You know,
Okay.
we celebrate here when you become a mystery. Like most people love Eminem because you don't run into Eminem at the mall.
No, you don't.
You know what I mean? So it's almost like he's not here. So when he do show up, it's like, oh, we spotted a ghost or we spotted a, you know what I mean? So when you accessible, it makes it a little harder, because in Detroit, everybody's a star in their mind. Everybody. Name an artist that don't think like they're a star. Everybody think they're a star, even if they nowhere near it.
Hell, I don't really want to, especially rap. I don't want to. I don't want to. Listen to a rapper that's like, I'm the 70th best rapper.
Right. No, no, no. Neither do I. But what I'm saying is that stops them from listening.
Yeah.
If they already think they're there, like I've had so many meetings with rappers. Hey, bro, I'm telling you, I'm what you need. I'll be like, nigga, do you know I didn't even have to take this meeting with you? Like, I mean, I wouldn't say that, but I'm saying in my head, I'm like, they think they're my saving grace.
And it's quite the opposite.
Oh, it's totally opposite. You know,
What do you? Is it ever true? Or not necessarily that they're your saving grace, but have you run across somebody, especially in hip hop, where their bravado matched the talent?
I have, yeah, yeah. Like, I mean, everybody ain't like what I said, but they far in between though. You know what I mean? Like I hate Detroit rap. Like you're never gonna walk up on my car and hear me listening to a Detroit rapper.
Nobody.
Hell no. Like, I can't think. Everything sounds the same to me.
Are you talking about? Are you talking about this particular era of Detroit rap?
Name an era that was great.
Oh, rap bottom.
Nah, that wasn't my thing. You understand?
Really?
I like women. I that kind of thing. Not saying I haven't listened to no gangster rap before, but my thing is, I'm always going to be drawn to what draw women.
Okay, I got you.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
if you hear a rapper, like I'm gonna listen to LL Cool J. Now I ain't got nothing about where he from. He gonna make the girls be like, "Oh, I'm going to see him." So guess who I'm going to see?
I mean, I think Skilla Baby would probably be that guy as far
He
as that lane.
close. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's kind of like.
But it's the consistency of the joints because everybody come out with a record that you're like, "Ooh," but he'd be like, "God, where the rest of the joints at?"
I think that's the era that's this era of music that you don't need a album. You just need a hit.
Nah, that's the wrong type of thinking. You get a hit and then you disappear. It's all about what you want. Me, I don't want to just have a hit. I want Live Nation to put me on the show. And Live Nation may put you on, but guess what? Next year, you're sitting at home. Because
Yeah.
you ain't got no records good enough to go out again.
Yeah.
In
Cause
this era, I'm sorry.
I don't be surprised. There's some artists now that you hear all the time on the radio. They be like, oh, they had to cancel their show because they didn't have enough ticket sales.
Bro, it's crazy like that in a lot of places. And not just even on the rap side, though. On the R&B side, too, you got all these artists who get all these likes and all of these, follows and all of this, and it don't translate into hard tickets. And then they be sitting up wondering, like, what's wrong? Because likes don't mean they're going to take their money that they was going to spend on date night and spend it on you.
Yeah. Especially now with the ticket prices, it's like $150 for somebody you barely heard.
Come on, bro. It's ridiculous.
Nigga, I'm cool.
Yeah.
I've now that I've been doing this for a little while, occasionally, I get some free tickets to shit, so that helps.
Hmm.
But as far as like, I'm not about to spend $200, $300 on somebody. I don't care who you are at this point.
Half of the people ain't singing. You know what I'm trying to say? Most of the rappers ain't giving you a show.
No.
They got them a microphone and 12 of their friends on stage jumping around, hollering with the track, with the vocals on. I'll be like, yo, you know
So
what?
embarrassing.
It's terrible, bro.
Yo, and shout out to Saida Music in Ghana. They watching from Africa.
What's up, y'all?
Yeah, shout out to them. Yo, and I tell it all the time. Scarface,
Hmm.
best hip hop concert I've ever been to
Oh, okay. Because of the musicality of it.
because of him.
Okay.
And like he's got the catalog.
Hmm.
It's just him on the stage. He tells you about the song and then does the song. Then he may stop the song and tell you, okay, my cousin sang this part, and get back. He just does such a phenomenal job of making you feel like you part of that song.
Well, the thing is, he's smart enough to understand you buy into him and not the
Exactly.
song. And
Yeah.
that's what a lot of artists don't understand. A lot of these artists you could care less about. You don't know where they live at. You don't know nothing about them.
Yeah.
But what he did was brought you into now. I know who Scarface is. I know his thought process. I know that now. That's what wins you over as a consumer. Now
Absolutely.
he could start selling underwear. You be like, man, I got these Scarface drawers. Like, you know what I mean? Because you didn't bought into him.
First thing I did was go buy a T-shirt.
See?
When you musical director, do you have to tutor people in performing?
Not really. Like most of the artists that hire me, they already stars. They already are, like, you know what I mean? So it's I just got to make their show come to life, and a lot of times it's trying to implement their ideas and create a language that it makes sense. Because some of the things they ask you to do, you be like, why the hell you asked me to do that? But you got to make it okay. Let me see. Let me take what you said and let me show you how it makes sense if we do it like this.
Most unique request.
Um, for the band to almost play like a DJ, that pisses me off. When okay, stop, come back in right here, stop. I'd be like, and I've had that argument with a few people. I ain't gonna say who they were, but and I'd be like, yo, we're not DJs. We're not gonna just be stopping every word because they do so many shows with DJs, and they get this familiar where the DJ is pulling it out,
Yeah.
in, out,
Yeah.
and I'm like, no, you got a band. We don't do that. So that would be one that yeah.
The Millennium Tour. What's the difference between the Millennium Tour and, let's say, a Genuine Tour?
The Millennium Tour got about 20 artists on that mug. Nah, not 20, but it's about 10, 11. You know, the last one we did. Because I was the music director, I think, for 6 of them on that one. And it's just a lot of people, man. It's fun, bro. It's a big old family. And this mixture of R&B and hip hop all together on this one tour, bro.
So Bow Wow was on that joint, right?
Yeah, him. Yep, he headlined at the last one. Him, Kerry Hilson, and Mario.
Yo, the Bow Wow phenomenon just has boggled me for years. Not that the man don't make good music, but I never really realized how big a fucking star Bow Wow is.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is there an aspect of this whole game where you see somebody and they're a star, but to see it up close, you still kind of be shocked?
Not really, no. I'm saying that because you have to be careful because I still work with half these jokers, so I have to be careful with what I'm saying.
I feel you on that.
Some of them I'll be like, "Why they hire you?" Like I ain't gonna lie, I've said that. Like you know what I mean, like, or damn, they're boring. You know what I mean? But
Yo, how do you turn a boring person into a semi okay performance?
putting that show together. It's work. What's funny, the last time we did the tour, the promoter actually took us to lunch one day, treated us to lunch, me and my band, and was like, Marcus, what you do, not too many people can do. You're special. He said, you take these people who have songs that are not show songs and you turn them into arena songs. So it's crazy.
What's the difference?
Okay, if you just walked in the building and a regular artist and they playing the track just like you can hear it in your car, you gonna like that?
I guess I would have to be familiar with the song to like it.
My point. Now I could take an artist that you ain't never heard their song and you be like, oh no, I ain't going to get nothing to drink. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, I need to know how you do that, bro. Like,
Well,
what's
I
the
can't.
sauce? Well, I know you can't give me the sauce, so you
Nah, I
know.
can't get a sauce. That's what makes me special.
Right. I know you were about to do that.
Yeah.
But yo, I never really realized, like, for me, like as just, a regular old Joe Blow, I look at it as like, okay, well, if artist X shows up and they got, like, let's say 4 albums, well, they only got 20 minutes. So they're gonna play nothing but hits. You never really think about the songs that ain't hits that they just happen to like.
Right.
Do you have to steer people away from those songs and say, you know what, well, you do have 6 top 10 songs, you might want to play those instead of those 3 songs that you just like because your grandmother liked them?
Oh man, hell yeah, that happens. Yes, because they be thinking the songs are bigger than what they are, and they don't connect. You know. Now, if they have to have a song that's a single that they trying to move, then I'll tell them like do the song, because every song people don't have to stand up and be cheering.
Right.
Sometimes you need to let people hear the song so they can fall in love with the song. Sometimes the stage is your radio station. Radio ain't playing a lot of records like they used to back in
No.
the day.
Yeah.
So sometimes you got a new single, play it tonight. I don't care if you give them only 30, 40 seconds of it. Make them 30, 40 seconds incredible so they can be like, oh shit, I'm going out to get that.
How many, what's the most dates you've done on the tour?
Probably at one time, about 40, 40 something, 45.
Damn, how long is that? Like 2 months?
Yeah, 2 months, something like that.
Jesus Christ, man. You don't get tired of that shit?
Oh, yeah. I've quit before.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
listen, I retired. It wasn't until, 2015, 16 that I even started back touring. I stopped. I was like, I'm good. I don't never have to do this again.
Is the bag better touring or producing?
Producing. Well, producing, but back in the day, it was way better producing. Like, nothing messed with that bad.
Yeah, I mean, like, you talking like niggas was getting $100,000 for a song.
Exactly.
And now, is the streaming thing, is it better? Not
No,
necessarily
hell no.
monetarily, but volume wise.
Nah, I'm good on streaming. I mean, you still like I'm a single that I just put out in March. That I went straight to consumer. They had to come to my website to get it, and it was after that. After I ran it for so long, a few months, then I put it up on the streaming sites just in case, because it's considered for a Grammy. My single's Grammy considered this year, so but I had to put it up on a streaming site and have a Spotify link in order for the Grammy people to put it into, to be considered for a Grammy.
I think Rita got a vote this year.
Huh?
I said, I think Rita got a vote this year.
Oh yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that'll be one vote you get.
Dope, dope.
Is that is that even a thought, like a want of yours, a Grammy?
Now I don't care, but I would be happy if I did. So I don't know how that sound, but it's not like I sit around like, oh man, I hope I win a Grammy. But if I did, I'll be appreciative because I'm just grateful for any, you know, uh, accomplishments that I make in this business. I've done a lot, but I'm not sitting around waiting on a Grammy. If I never get a Grammy, I'm good.
Most proud moment you've had thus far in your career?
Um, ooh, I have so many. Um, I guess winning my well, for the same song, I would say getting my first platinum plaque for a gospel song that I wrote for Minute Standard, but the second one was going to be about the same song. It won Song of the Year for the Stellar Awards. I won a Stellar Award for that same song, Song of the Year. So,
That's pretty dope.
yeah.
And this is a question I ask a lot of people. Okay, so you're sitting on a park bench,
Hmm.
and God sits next to you and says you can ask him one question. What would it be?
Why we die?
That's a hell of a question right there.
Because after that, nothing matters. I don't understand. That's the part I don't understand.
Well, probably because if we didn't, like we'd have like probably 1 centimeter of room on the planet.
Yeah, but he's God. He could make more planet space.
You got a point there.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so that's my thing. Why we die? You
Oh,
know?
yo, that is that's a first. I don't think anybody's ever said that one.
Yeah. So
That's it. I ever get the opportunity, that might be one of the ones I ask.
because it'd be like, and if he say why you ask me it, I'd be like, why make disposable people? But that's I don't want to get off into that. That's because that's a rabbit hole. That we can go way down. So
Well, if people want to get into contact with you, how they go about doing that?
go to the Heat Miser at the Heat Miser under, Heat Miser underscore new page on Instagram and Marcus the Heat Miser Devine on Facebook.
Is there anything that I did not ask you that you would like to talk about?
Yep. Where to get my single at? The
Where do you get
sing,
your single at?
Go to marcusdevine.com, www.marcusdevine.com. You can download it there, and if you download it there, you get an affiliate link that and if you share that link every time somebody buy my single, you can make $1.20 every time somebody buy my single. Or you could just go on all the streaming sites, search Marcus Devine. The single is called Greatest Show, like that.
Okay, you got anything coming up?
Well, at the top of the year, probably around February, I'm putting out my project called "I Love My Life." It was supposed to come out this October, but because of social media, Facebook and Instagram, owned by Zark Markelberg, yeah, but be careful. He don't like me for whatever reason. Um, they canceled my page, so I'm starting all over, rebuilding my page. So I had to push the project back because if you ain't got no followers, who you distributing or who you talking to? So I had to push it back to the top of the year.
All right, make sure you get that because we got quite a few on the Facebook fan page. I think we at almost 130 now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Ron Letford because he put the website in there and get that new single www.marcusdevine.com. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody that's tapped in. Yo, man, this has been a dope ass conversation, bro. I can't possibly thank you enough.
Bro, I done had fun, man.
Well, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. Yeah, man, this was, like we try over here. If you need anything, I don't know what, but just let me
I
know and
need
I
you.
got you.
I need you to have me back at the top of the year so we can talk about this project.
Oh, absolutely. Matter of fact, my birthday's in January, so we definitely got to do that.
All right, dope.
Yeah, you just let us know when, bro, and we'll make it happen.
All right, appreciate you, man.
No doubt, man. You have a good one, man.
You too, bro.
All right, peace. Yo, y'all already know, man. We only fuck with legends over here. And yo, that was a very, very, very dope conversation with the great one himself, Marcus Devine. Please, matter of fact, do yourself a favor, do your soul a favor, and do your ears a favor, and go to www.marcusdevine.com and cop his new single. And be on the lookout for anything he got going on. Yo, this is just really just irritating the hell out of me. I should have did that a long time ago. Anyway. On that note, man, I'm out of here. This has been another episode of Intellectually Petty Radio. I'm your host, Jobs. I have the best manager on the planet. Shout out to Rita. We'll see you next week. Matter of fact, hold on. Who do we have next week before I get out of here? Oops, I went to pictures and I wasn't supposed to do that. Christy Taylor and Beth. So Christy Taylor is 9 to 7 p.m. That's weird. 7 p.m. and Beth will be at 5 p.m. On that note, we out of here. Excuse me. Y'all have a good one, man. Yo, love is a beautiful thing, man. If you find somebody that really, 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 really loves you and that you can really, really, really love, listen to them, appreciate them, and tell them the truth. On that note, I'm out. Y'all have a good one.